expensive way and the safest, quickest way probably is to go on to annualcreditreport.com. The number is 1-877-322-8228. You can call Redondo Mortgage and we're going to check the credit and we're going to pull a credit report that we know the lenders will accept. Great credit is going to be closer to 800. That's excellent or great credit. Good credit is 700 plus in my opinion. You can qualify for most conventional loan programs. Credit score good enough to buy a house, you need to have at least 620 in almost all cases. You can get actually FHA financing with at least a 620 credit score. Factors would be your payment history and amounts owed. The number one factor is payment history. If you're missing payment, you don't pay your bills on time, obviously your credit's not going to be good. The amounts that you owe, if you're maxing out all your credit cards, so if your credit limit is, let's say you have a credit card, the limit's $1,000, you want to try not to max your credit cards out. That's going to also bring your credit score down. So you want to make your payments on time. You want to try to keep the balance low in proportion to the amount of credit that you have. First step is you want to check your credit. Pull it and you want to see if make sure it's correct. Because so many credit reports out there have misinformation. There's things on there when people pull it, they say, oh wow, I never had that account, or I was never late on that. So there's a lot of errors. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to show it to someone who can look at it and really tell you what you need to do to start fixing it. The key is we got to diagnose it and we got to find out why the problems are there. And we can help people here at Redondo Mortgage and guide people on the path so that they can correct their credit score, and then we try to look for the solution. If it's something beyond our control, something that we can't help someone with for whatever reason, we'll refer you to one of our credit specialists that we work with, and they can help you. It all depends on what the issue is with your credit. If it's something that just needs to be paid, you can pay it, and then we can do a rapid rescore, and then we can have it done quickly. But sometimes when you're dealing with credit, it's a matter of building it. So sometimes building it takes time. Usually lenders want 3 trade lines. But sometimes, some instances where people don't have any credit or any trade line, there's some ways of getting around that. Typically the lenders, they want a good mix, installment, revolving. The more different types of credit you have, the better your score generally will be if you're paying it on time. You apply for a loan, a lender reviews your credit. It's going to stay on your credit probably a couple years. That's called a hard inquiry. But a soft inquiry is when you're already a client or you already have credit with a company or a bank, and then they just run your credit to check it. It doesn't reduce your score. Reach me at 310-318-8999, and email, you can email me at aaron@redondomortgage.com.